Hi, my name is Maureen and Today FM rocks in Mombasa.
Bola, my name is Mark. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks in Makassi.
Hey, Bula from Rocky. I'm Mentor. I love listening to Today FM because they're playing my hits. Today FM rocks.
My name is Enrico. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks in Suba.
Hi, I'm Masarika and I'm from Lotoka and I love Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Bula, I'm Siva. I'm from Bat. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
In this bulletin, Bulitavo defends racial comments. FRA to introduce new system. And normal services expected to resume for Gander shipping.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Tega Endua.
SODELPA MP Moses Bulitavo says he has apologized for his actions, but maintained his comments were based on facts. In a statement last night, Bulitavo quoted a 1979 article by the late Dr. Ahmed Ali, which he says pointed out unfaithful wives of indentured laborers were subject to violence. Meanwhile, Bulitavo has spoken out against the Director of Human Rights Commission, Ashwin Raj. He says Raj and other critics have blown out of proportion his original post claiming the Itauke learned murderous violence from the indentured Vulangis. The SODELPA MP has also lashed out at Raj as the Director of Human Rights and Anti-Discrimination Commission and Chair of MIDA, saying he failed to produce any annual reports for those organizations. Bulitavo says Raj should resign. In response, Raj says Bulitavo has consciously misappropriated history to debase and incite hatred towards an entire community on the basis of race, ethnicity, and gender. He says he will await the outcome of the complaint that he lodged with the police because incitement of hatred is a criminally punishable offense. Meanwhile, the director has also made it clear to Bulitavo that he will not resign. The Fiji Development Bank was welcomed the 2019 Finding Balance Report commissioned by the Asian Development Bank. FDB CEO Mark Close says some of the findings of the report was a pleasant surprise to see how compliant the FDB is in comparison to other international examples of outstanding development banks. The ADB report reviewed 8 years of financial statements of 13 state-owned development banks across 10 Pacific Island countries.
I think we're both delighted and grateful. We're grateful for ADB and the light that the report puts us in. ADB are a highly skilled and trusted advisor.
Around 30,000 Fijians who have diabetes will need some form of eye surgery in the future. Currently, 60,000 Fijians have this disease, and according to Diabetes Fiji, half of them will need some form of surgery in the coming years. Fijians have been urged to have their eyes tested as more young people are losing their eyesight due to diabetes.
We now have a system in which every diabetic should have their eyes looked at. So we take photos of their retina, we look at their lens, etc. So we try and detect them earlier. And they are going out into the community through Pacific Eye Institute and Fred Hollis Foundation. But as I was saying, the numbers are huge.
Gander Shipping Limited hopes to normalize its services from next Monday. Company's managing director, George Gander, says the Maritime Safety Authority's inspection team is working on completing the inspection and review of the required safety documents from the GSL fleet. Gander says the company has been issued with interim documents of compliance and interim safe ship certifications for 2 vessels, the Lomaiviti Princess 5 and 3. Gander says Lomaiviti Princess 3 will depart for Kandavu tomorrow. Gander Shipping has 10 vessels, 5 of which were servicing various maritime routes. Last week, MSEF had detained all 5 vessels and suspended their services due to the company failing to comply with the Maritime Safe Ships Management Regulation 2014. Restoring basic needs and livelihood to communities struck by natural disasters will now be more efficient. This follows a Japanese donation of $5 million worth of machinery to the government. Environment Minister Dr. Mahendra Reddy says the machinery will provide immediate assistance to affected communities, such as clearing roadblocks, landslides, and evacuating people to safety. The items donated include excavators, dump trucks, motor graders, cargo cranes, 2 cabs, forklifts, tractors, and fiberglass boats.
Assistance that you have provided today, or will be handing over this machinery, will be utilized to build resilience among these communities, so that in cases or in times of natural disaster, one, the cost of the natural disaster will be minimal, and number 2, the ability to bounce back from these disasters, because we have enhanced them, protected them.
The Fiji Roads Authority is looking at introducing an intelligence transportation system as part of its major initiative in the next few years. FRA Chief Executive Jonathan Moore says they are currently working on the system with LTA that could, for instance, help forego the weighbridge systems. Moore adds that ITS can link all the traffic light signals to one control center so FRA can adjust the sequence of traffic signals, especially during peak hours.
We can actually put the weighing facility into the road. It's called weigh in motion, where the vehicle goes over the top and it's weighed as it's travelling, and cameras photograph it and relay the information to a central control centre to make sure we get these things under control.
Moore says FRA is focused on continuing with major road improvements around the country, adding that the system may be installed as the work progresses. Coming up, weightlifting duo excited about Pacific Games, and Flying Fijian Prop says they are ready. Stay with us.
Ako Tabua, aku do talitay na warong na Bula FM, nambando na sir.
Bula, ang gono ilutoka do talita ka ng Bula FM berarti nambando na sir.
Ni Bula binaka, nanreking ko sa Bula FM nga. Na kasi.
Nalang ko sa mundo atibyo ng Bula FM nambando na sir nusur.
Ni Bula binaka, nalang ko Jerry yang melambasa. Untuk warong ng Bula FM nambando.
Bula FM nambando na sir.
Two young weightlifters are grateful for the opportunity to represent Fiji at the Pacific Games. 14-year-olds Daniel Shaw and Eroni Talimaingao shared their experiences about their first international outing. Aquila Dama with this report.
They are the babies of Team Fiji at the Pacific Games, and they won silver in the Commonwealth and bronze in the Oceania Weightlifting Championships in Samoa.
I just want to thank our supporters back at home, our family. They've been praying, and we just thank a lot for their prayers. And we just thank Fasanok, ONOC, Sports Commission, and the government of Fiji and Weightlifting Fiji for making this happen. And to be honest, my experience coming here to the SPG, it's been a wonderful experience.
Daniel is familiar with weightlifting, as his parents, Della Shaw and Henry Elder, are both coaches.
Because in Fiji, when I started to do weightlifting, you would like to go through the same process, because the only thing is that it is a different atmosphere.
But for Eroni Talimaingao of Serua, the experience of flying in a plane for the first time is priceless.
Especially when I first bought the plane, I was just counting with then the first steps, the second steps, when we were about to board the plane. So when we bought the plane, we were happy and we were filled with excited. And then when the plane took off, I know that my ears were gonna be blocked. So I turned on the music, I put on the headset, so it was good. Have a safe flight. I'm here in Samoa.
Aquila Dama, FBC Sports.
Team Fiji Pacific Games Rugby League Nines men's and women's gold medalists today planted 200 trees in Samoa this morning. Both teams planted trees at the Faleata Reserve close to the main sports complex as part of Samoa's 200 million trees campaign and carbon offsetting project.
We have planted 200 trees, to contribute to our environment and also to the greening of our games, And also for 2 million trees, that's our 2 million trees. The Pacific 2 million trees.
Still on the Pacific Games, we now join Aquila Thama in Samoa. Aquila, despite the wet conditions there, I know there are a lot of medals up for grabs today, so what's the latest on the medal tally?
Vinaka Teather, good afternoon. Now, firstly, as you can see, there's a heavy downpour out here in Apia, Samoa, and I'm at the main sporting complex, and just outside the badminton the squash gymnasium, where Team Fiji has just won their latest medal, and that is a bronze medal in the mixed doubles event. So that's the latest medal in as far as Team Fiji's campaign heading into day 4 of the 2019 16th Pacific Games. There's a few other sports happening, such as the lawn bowls. They have their prelims today in the men's singles, and of course the women's pairs as well, which is currently happening. Archery is also happening at the moment with the mixed team championships compound, and also the mixed team eliminations. And they'll have their 2020 Olympic Games medal individual match play in the next hour. And it's interesting because Robert Elder is out to qualify for the Olympics as well. Swimming will have their finals later today. But just looking at the latest official medal tally, and for Fiji, Team Fiji, we are still in 3rd place with 7 gold, 9 silver, and 13 bronze medals, taking into account the latest bronze medal won by Team Squash earlier this morning. Now, New Caledonia is still in 1st place with 15 gold, 14 silver, and 10 bronze, while Tahiti in 2nd, 10 gold, 7 silver, and 4 bronze. We'll have more and also the latest update for you at our major news bulletin later this evening at 7, Tether.
Thank you very much, Aquila, and we look forward to more updates from you. Prop Eroni Maui says the combinations within the Flying Fijians team is working well. Earlier on, Coach John McKee had said that the team needed to get their combinations right ahead of their Pacific Series Test clash against the Maori All Blacks this Saturday at 3 p.m. He says the boys are really hyped for Saturday, and they have been working very hard. Maui says there have been a lot of challenges, but the training is going very well. Coach John McKee will name the starting team today.
Combinations are still going really well. The boys are coping it and trying to keep up with everything the coaches have got for us.
Maori All Blacks head coach Clayton McMillan says the team is acutely aware of the challenge ahead of them. The Blues have claimed the State of Origin title after defeating the Queensland Maroons 26-20 last night in the decider. In a sensational match at Old Trafford, New Zealand defeated India in the semi-final of the Cricket World Cup by 18 runs. New Zealand now awaits the results of the second semi-final match between Australia and England. Expect the generally fine weather to continue across the country. There is a chance of light showers overnight and tomorrow, especially in the eastern areas. And that is your FBC News now. Remember to join us at 7 p.m. for our major bulletin. For these stories and others, you can also tune in daily to our sister radio station, Gold FM. And have a wonderful afternoon.
My name is Neha and I'm from Karavi, and Mirchi FM it's hot.
हम आंचल है नसोरी से मिर्ची एफएम बहुत जुलूम.
Hi, हम शारा प्रकाश बात करते हैं ओत्तावा में Mirchi FM सबकंसर and Mirchi FM it's hot.
Hi, my name is Prashant. I live in Suba. I love Mirchi FM because Mirchi FM it's hot.
Hi, I'm Shane. I love listening Mirchi FM because it's awesome and it's hot.
Hi, I'm Rachel.
And I'm Shavi. We love listening to Mirchi FM in Lambasa.
Mirchi FM, it's hot.